The age-old debate, DeWalt versus Milwaukee tools. We think there is one clear winner for electricians.
And investing in their tools is worth it.
As a company goes, we have been DeWalt pretty much from day one. And these two tools right here have been in the company and used in the company more than any other tools we have. This is the DeWalt 20 volt max XR drill, hammer drill. It's solid, it's got a lot of power, it gets the thing done. This again, 20 volt XR DeWalt. These things are the go-to for any of your screwing. For any of your screwing needs. So, I mean, we carry these things everywhere we go. These kind of go hand in hand. If you're gonna have one, you probably are gonna have both. Clayton, why don't you tell us about these?
Like DeWalt, this is your M18. So Milwaukee runs an 18 volt rather than 20 volt. Fuel, yes, I only buy fuel Milwaukee tools because they have brushless motors and they're built for the harsh conditions. Both of these hold up. They get dropped, they live in a box, they rattle around in the back of a van. This one's got 2 speeds rather than 3 speeds. I actually like the dual locking feature on these. You squeeze it, pull it out. Whereas DeWalt has just the one. It's easier, but a little less secure. Ultimately, same thing. This is a hammer drill. It's got a metal chuck on it. Important for electricians. If you're gonna be using this thing like we do, get the metal chuck. The plastic ones are not gonna hold up. And get the hammer drill. It will be worth it. It's more expensive, but again, this is an investment and you will not hurt later on. The power you get out of this is night and day difference compared to this one. And it's constant power, it's deliverable. Not saying that these are unreliable, because they're very reliable, very durable. But this is like old technology, and then you have new technology.
So we use these tools every single day. Out of all the tools we have though, there is one other tool that comes really close on that list when it comes to use. And it has saved us more time, money, and fingers from getting cut off than anything else. So stick around and we're gonna tell you what that is. So for the company, the next tool that has been around forever, that we've just used time and time again, isn't this. It's actually this. Okay, this is a 20 volt reciprocating saw from DeWalt. We've had these things around forever. We've cut everything you can think of with these. Conduit, strut, bolts, things you shouldn't cut, bolts. You can plunge them in plywood, sheetrock, you name it. This can pretty much cut it. And that's just what they're meant to cut. Sawzall, they saw everything. It's a good tool. I mean, as an electrician, you need to have something that has the ability to cut all types of materials because you never know what you're gonna be faced with and what you gotta cut. Like I said, this is a 20 volt. It's a good tool. You can chuck the blade in either direction here. So I've got it vertically there and I've got it horizontally there. And that actually comes in handy a lot of times, especially if you're trying to cut into a wall and you want to be a little more precise. Not till recently have we ever looked at these things, or myself personally. I remember when I first saw a saw like this, I thought it was weird. I was like, what is that? There's no way that this weird looking contraption is as good as this. Like I wouldn't even give him a chance because I just thought, no, this is the way, the be all end all when it comes to cutting.
Milwaukee does have a true Sawzall, right? It looks very, very similar to this. It's a 2-handed saw. It's beefy. It's going to take a ton of abuse. These, funny enough, the one in my right hand, I've actually smoked. The motor smoked. Okay. I smoked up a whole 20 by 20 room. So these are more nimble, okay? They have a little shroud on them so you can put your hand there and be protected so your hand won't slip in. These are for more precise cuts. These have way less vibration. I'm an artist with this. This, good luck. I'm not cutting anything that I want to actually cut. Straight anyway. This, I will plunge into drywall and it'll look like I did it with an oscillating tool.
All in all, good tools either way. These things are awesome, okay? I will admit, I do think Milwaukee edges out DeWalt a little bit on this. But again, this is a good tool. I'm not going to say don't buy it by any means. And this is a good tool too, and these have their place. If you really have to tear through material, and especially if you're like demoing stuff,
Yeah.
you take this in there with a big battery on it, and you will just tear through anything you need to tear through. At the end of the day though, you got to be careful with these Sawzalls. They can get you hurt, and they might lead you to some OSHA recordable incidences if you're not careful, because you can get your fingers in there where you're not supposed to. The next tool we're going to talk about has probably had a bigger impact on our company and changed the way we do things than any other tool we've ever upgraded to or we've ever purchased. So, time for the big reveal. Portable bandsaw. These tools have been an absolute game changer for our company. It was probably, I want to say, in 2018, 2017 maybe, that we got our first portable bandsaw, and it has just made a night and day difference for how we do our commercial electrical work. We cut so much conduit and we cut so much strut that having a tool that can do that efficiently, quickly, quietly, and ultimately safely has been huge for us. As an electrician doing commercial or industrial work, you should have a bandsaw. End of story.
Bottom line.
Yep. This is a DeWalt 20 volt max. It has a cutting depth of 2 inches, I believe. And again, it runs on the same 20 volt batteries. This thing's a stud for cutting EMT, even rigid if you have to, all thread, strut, you name it, you can cut it with this. It's a lot safer in most cases than trying to use a Sawzall to cut that stuff with. It's faster, almost 10 times out of 10 it'll be straighter than what you'll get with a Sawzall or a Hackzall. Now, there is a disposable component to this tool, and that is the blade. With any bandsaw, the blade is going to wear out and probably break over time. You will have to buy replacement blades for it, so factor that in if you're considering a bandsaw. They're reliable, they get the job done, we abuse them, they have a nice hook on the back. You can hook it onto your ladder or your toolbox easily.
Scissor lift.
Scissor lift, I mean, you name it, they're just a good tool. So show us the red.
So this is the M12. It has the same cutting depth. Actually, it might actually have a little deeper cutting depth.
Oh, I think it does.
The same jaw width, but the depth is deeper. This is my second bandsaw. The first one I bought was smaller. It was the subcompact, I think. And
it sucked.
It did suck.
It was terrible. Thumbs down.
To that one, yes.
To that one, yeah. It was horrible.
It was slow. The jaw was small.
It was a gutless wonder.
It ate batteries, had no power, and it did not have a hook.
Yeah, big L for Milwaukee on that one. It was terrible. And I think I talked you into buying it too.
Probably. However, this one is great. It is fast. It's got the hook. I cannot say enough about the hook. If you buy a bandsaw without a hook, you're going to hate your life. It's
true. It's a very small, but it has very large implications.
Yes.
Hooks are necessary.
So this also has a battery indicator on it. Plus for Milwaukee, because you cannot read the indication of your battery on this one. The battery indicator is on the back.
Yeah, so it gets tucked up in there and you can't see it. So
can't see it, can't access it. It doesn't display it anywhere. So there's a plus. This one also has a guard, so it makes it a little safer. So you slide these and that pops out for replacing or maintaining your drive system.
So the fact that it's smaller and you get the same cut width and a deeper cut depth, I mean, that's a pretty significant edge, I would say, to Milwaukee on the case here.
This one I can use several days in a row on the same battery, and I don't have to worry about it. The other thing that I saw is this little guy right here. This is a Reamer. It goes on the bottom on one of your drive wheel, or on the drive wheel. That's a guide wheel. This just clips on and it locks. And so I make my cut in my conduit, and then I immediately go right here and I can ream it. It reams 1/2, 3/4, and 1 inch. The same thing as if I was running my Klein Reamer.
Is that a Milwaukee add-on?
This is a Milwaukee add-on. It's $50. So far, I really like it. In my opinion, really worth it, because now I'm not carrying my heavy reamer in my tool belt, and it's faster.
I didn't bring this up yet, but DeWalt does have a comparable tool here. This is their atomic version, 20 volts still, so same battery platform as the rest of the DeWalt tools we've shown. It's their atomic version, so it's smaller. Now, doing a direct comparison though, okay, I'm a little bit smaller, yes. I do have a brushless motor, so I've got more power. This isn't a gutless wonder like that other Milwaukee one you have. It's got good power, but I do have, I think I'm down to 1.5 inches on my cutting width, and I don't know, maybe 2 inches on my depth. Again though, for what we do, I will have to give Milwaukee the edge on this. I think this is a good bandsaw, the fuel brushless M12. Edge out to Milwaukee on this one, but these are a must-have, okay? You have to have a bandsaw, all right, if you're gonna do commercial or industrial work.
And it has to have a hook.
And up until this point in the tools we've talked about, we've been very competitive, I think, and very comparable as far as quality, durability, and usability. But the next tool we're about to talk about, I think, is what makes Milwaukee the clear winner in this debate.
So what we think settles this debate is Milwaukee's M12 line of tools. Okay, you've got their bandsaw that we just covered, M12. You have now the M12 Surge Impact Driver. This thing is lightweight. It's very powerful for what it is. It has a little handy clip. I use this every day, day in, day out. It lives in my tool belt, and it can hook on your pants. You know, you just, if you don't need to carry everything else, you just walk around with your impact. Incredible, incredible tool. They do have the normal impact version of this. It's a little bit louder, and it's a little bit faster. And Milwaukee has a M12 drill as well that is stupid powerful for its size.
To back Clayton's point up, and the point of all of this that I really think, again, settles the debate, is Milwaukee's line of 12 volt tools is awesome. This tool right here is incredible. I mean, it just lives in your tool bag. It's light. It's got enough power to do what it needs to do. It's just awesome. And so the fact that you can get these tools that have, you know, high quality brushless motors in them, and that you get pretty much all the power you would ever need for, you know, commercial applications, that's what really seals the deal for us. For me, that settles the debate. I think that Milwaukee edges out DeWalt and all of the other competition, if I didn't need to say that. And for what we do as commercial electricians, I think Milwaukee has a better line of tools, okay? And that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I think they both make good tools. I don't think you're going to be disappointed either way. But if we had to pick one, it's going to be Milwaukee. Now that the debate is settled, let's talk about how much it costs. Because being honest, it's not going to be cheap. These are like top of the line, and they're going to be like the most expensive power tools you can buy for the work you do in the trades. So let's break down the pricing. The links for all of these tools and the bundles we would specifically recommend are in the description below. The first tool we're going to price is the Milwaukee M12 Fuel 12 volt 1/4 inch impact driver. So the non-surge version. From Home Depot right now, $150 for the bare tool.
If you do bare tool for the Surge, it's $149. For this bandsaw with the hook on it, this is the M12 Fuel. It's the compact, not the subcompact. I'm pretty sure the subcompact is what I bought before, and it sucks. Buy the compact. This is $269, and it is bare tool.
The M18 Hackzall bare tool, $199.
And then these, you buy in a kit, typically $399.
The kit is probably the way to go if you're going to get this combo, so that you get the batteries in the carrying case and the charger. So my recommendation on batteries is get your batteries when you're buying a tool. Like they always have combos and things like that. Your batteries are going to be cheaper if you buy them with the tool. And obviously it's a sales tactic, but to buy just a 5 amp hour M18 battery is $170 by itself for one. Whereas you can buy the drill, the driver, 2 5 amp hours, and a charger and a case for $300.
400, but yeah, $399.
$400, sorry, $400. So you do the math there. you're better off buying the combo than buying these batteries, especially separately. Okay, and Home Depot always has deals. Amazon has deals. I'm sure most of your local parts houses, you're probably going to be able to find a deal where they're going to be like, hey, you know, buy this bare tool and get 2 batteries free, or this and that. Look for those deals, okay? They're all over the place. Clayton, if you had $250, you were just getting into the trade, what would you buy?
I would buy this kit. Like I said earlier, it's 200 bucks.
If your budget is 500 bucks, what would you get?
If I'm first getting started, I'm buying this kit for 400 bucks. If you're working somewhere, they have drills that they will provide you, then I would get this and this.
1,000 bucks.
1,000 bucks. So this is 400, this is 200, so $600. Then you kind of whittle down, you know. If you do both of these, right, you can get this whole thing for a little over $1,000. So you could do it and then just apply for a credit card, put the rest on a credit card.
Financial advice from Clayton himself.
I got a good credit score. So now here's where you got to decide, okay, which one am I going to use more?
The links for all of these tools and the bundles we would specifically recommend are in the description below. So you can go down there and click. If you buy from the link, we do get a little bit of kickback, which we appreciate. But look for the best deal, okay? There's other websites out there, and I would just look for the best deal. Amazon usually has good deals, but Home Depot might be having a better deal that day. So go where you can find the best deal. We stand behind this recommendation. We have put these tools through the test. We've put DeWalt through the test, obviously, as we've talked about, and we can really stand behind this. We know that this is an investment. This is a lot of money. You're looking at tools that are top of the line for, you know, the kind of work that we do. We figured this out for you. We stand behind it. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We'll try and respond to anything we have. If you guys like this video, please subscribe. We're going to make a lot more videos like this, and we're going to have a lot more recommendation and tool videos, you know, coming out. And there's some pretty exciting stuff in the works for our channel. So please subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't. And we will catch you on the next one.